Dozens of gas stations will refund people who they overcharged during Harvey. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton says 48 gas stations, they got in trouble for that. His office received thousands of complaints about price gouging at the pumps in the wake of the hurricane. Paxton says his Consumer Protection Division just finalized settlements with those gas stations. Now, if you want to listen to those stations, go to our website, KIIITV.com.